this, man. Don't worry. I'll be right back. Oh, hello, Patrick, man. 300? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. Easy. No, man. Oh, my God. So many fucking noobs. So many fucking noobs. 3-4. I just shot like 3-4 fucking bitches.
Contaminated gear detected. Detected.
What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. This is going to be the rock and roll shotgun build. It's a very fun build to use, it's very potent, very strong. Do not underestimate this build. It is not a one-shot shotgun build, even though you potentially could do that. This is more of a fear factor build. When you fire this weapon, people will be just running away. There's a big fear factor with this gun. It is a named weapon, so we're going to get into that just now. So first and foremost, let's look at the specializations. You can use whichever one you want. Most people run gunner because of that ridiculously strong med kit. It's a bit cheesy, but you can do that if you want. You can use survivalist if you want to heal a bit better. But personally, I think technician is the best because of the hive. We're going to be using the stinger hive, and because we want to have that nice 50% skill power. And also you get bonus armor when when you skill dies, or you recover 20% armor, and equipping a skill you get 15%. Also, we get the skill healing right there. So make sure to have shotgun. This is a shotgun build, 15% increased shotgun damage. Once you've done that, this is the build, guys. So this is a very fun build to use. It's crazy, crazy strong. To be honest, I was wrecking people for about 3 to 4 hours. It's very, very good. So we're going to go over this. Now, this is a 872. The reason why we haven't gone full DPS is because we want to be a little bit more tanky. I didn't want to use Spark. I did not want to use Composure because we don't want to have to just spec fully into reds because we're not using Clutch. So keep that in mind. If we're using Clutch, then we could go full red, but we cannot heal ourselves. So there's a few elements we need to be able to survive. All right, so 210k armor, 218k health. The skill power is pretty low. You obviously need higher health because we're going to be using Berserk for this build. Let's get into the best part. This is the rock and roll shotgun. Now, people do tutorials on how to get named weapons and gear. I find that to be ridiculous because you get these pieces from any activity in the game. You do whatever, you open caches, guys, you can get them. So I don't know why people do that, but anyways, just play the game, open caches, do lots of missions, and you should pick one up eventually if RNG is good for you. I am doing 76k a bullet with 30 rounds because it has perfect extra 50% magazine capacity. It's very, very good. We're going to be focusing on damage to bleeding enemies. So Sadist is going to be the definite first talent we want. Perfect extra and double duty. It's very good. Well holstered, we're not going to be holstering this, so it doesn't matter. You could potentially change this. I don't know what was the first talent. Depends how your one drops. I don't think they all drop the same, but you do have perfectly extra, which is perfect. Like 30 rounds. People don't know what to do. It's hilarious. Lots of people love the guitar. Me, I love the drums. Bam, bam, bam. Really gets my blood flowing. Very, very fun to use. Now, I use the chatterbox as my secondary. Why do I do that? Because we get blabbermouth, 15% rate of fire. Now, you could, in theory, run Sweet Dreams, and you can reload your gun by just rolling, but it's up to you. You get 25% of your ammo back, which is really good, especially because we've got such a big mag. So it depends. You can do that if you want. Or you can run Eagle Bearer to have more damage from range. Pestilence. Pestilence is good while holstered, gain 20% bonus armor whenever you're affected by blind, bleed, or burning. This is very good right now. A lot of people are holstering this gun. Or you can use a Nemesis for extra headshot damage, or shedding skin. It depends how you want to play, but if you want to really utilize the ridiculous drum gun that is this, you just use the Bloodmouth. So it's very cool. Use the Chatterbox, guys. I would recommend it. So let's get into the pieces. So the mask, now people get confused with this. You guys need this. This is the best in-slot mask. Get used to seeing this on builds. It's very good. Perfect concussion is best in slot in my opinion. Now, we have got 5% accuracy. Very good for shotgun builds. Don't overlook accuracy. It helps hitting your headshots. So 28k health, 5% crit chance. Now, my previous ultimate berserk build, I have modified it. I now have 210k health from rerolling my holster. I use Bloodlust on my holster. Try that talent. It's very good. It gives you 15% weapon damage when you change guns, when you move like from your secondary to your primary. It's very strong. I've now rolled health on this with crit chance, perfect concussion. People get confused. This works with all guns. It's just that if you use marksman rifles, you get more time because obviously they don't spam fire that much, even though the SVD does. So that could be a good SVD build, I guess. It works with all guns, especially with this one. So you'll be constantly doing 20% headshot damage and it refreshes every time you hit a headshot. So it's very strong. All right, so the chest piece. This is a different one now. I'm using a berserk one. You need to roll China Light Industries because we're going to have shotgun damage as the 2-piece, very important. Skill haste is also nice for this build to help get your hive back. 57k health, 8.5 crit chance, 7% weapon damage. I need some better rolls, but the RNG hasn't been too good. I'm going to be farming some more, so we'll see. Berserk's very good. Now, perfect Berserk and perfect clutch and all that is, I know it's in the game. I can't get it. I need to try and farm some more. I'm going to try my best to get them. People say rather use perfect berserk. I would love to, guys, but I need to get it first. So that obviously would be best in slot, but for now we're just going to be using the normal one. Now when you put your mod slots, make sure to put health and weapon damage with assault rifle and shotgun, which is very nice. Now if you want optimal range is pretty good, but you don't really need it because the optimal range, as you can see, the drop off is pretty close to the SMG, so it's not too bad on shotguns anymore. It used to be horrendous, but now it's pretty good, especially on this one. On the holster, we've gone for 43k health with devastating. Now we could use Bloodlust over here. This is what I was talking about, very strong, but that is situational. We just want to be focusing on just the gun, so we're going to be using 5% weapon damage. Very nice. Just make sure you have that. Hazard protection is very strong as well. I like the RNK holster because it allows me to have some more headshot damage, optimal range, and weapon damage. Very nice offensive protocol mod there. Backpack. Now, we could use Vital and Spark. Now, this would probably be best in slot, but the problem is, guys, is we don't want to be too involved in damage and reds because, like I said, we can't really heal. So efficient is very important, and I've gone for hardened because we are not using clutch for this build, so we cannot regenerate our health, so keep that in mind. Efficient is very good. You just keep proccing medkits. Before you know it, you're back in the checkpoint or in the safe house and you get some more. You'd never really run out of medkits. Crit chance, skill haste, and health. I've gone for. I could min-max it a bit more, maybe put some weapon damage on the backpack, but that can be done. This is not a min-max build, keep that in mind. Here comes the cornerstone of the build. China Light, obviously, for the 3-piece. Assault rifle damage, shotgun damage, make sure you have that, and make sure you have kneecap. Once every 30 seconds applies bleed. Now, this is how we're going to be applying bleed most of the time. That's why we don't need spark, and obviously the health reason. But every 30 seconds, you can put someone on bleed, and because the reticle is so big on this gun, you can shoot people in the legs very easily, so make sure. And it only requires 4 or less electronics, so it's very easy to get activated. Now, why have I gone for this? This is a bit of a strange one, guys, but this is going to help your survivability massively. So we have 8% health, 20k health, and patience. So you're going to be able to recover your health because your chem launcher is rubbish in this build. So you're going to need to have patience so you can heal yourself to the best of your ability because, trust me, it's going to help. Then raw health over there on your mods. So that's pretty much the build, guys. Just go over the stats and the skills. All right. So the stats right now, we've got massive damage, 76k, 30 round magazine, some reload speed bonus, 48% headshot damage for shotguns, very good. Crit chance is 20%, not bad. All weapons damage bonus, 15.5 plus 35% shotgun damage. If we go over here, hazard protection, don't ever overlook hazard protection. Even 10% makes a difference. I'm telling you guys right now, it does help. If you want some more, it's very possible. Roll on your mask and your gloves, you can get pretty high. All right, so then we're going to go over, well, this is where it gets a bit interesting. This is why I use the technician. Now, it doesn't really help too much with the skill power at the moment, but it allows us to have 30% radius and 30% skill haste. Very strong without having any skill power, because we wouldn't be able to have near this with the current skill power that we have. So this is going to be great. What I like to do is you can also put the booster hive. It means you can run around and really get up in people's grills. If you want to completely focus on kneecap, if not, use this. This is a fail safe because you have to wait 30 seconds. If you can't wait, this will allow you to damage them and put them on the bleed, and then you will be able to proc Sadist that extra 30% damage. So that's why we use the hive. The chem heal, I'm not even going to get into that. I don't have any mods active. Just use whatever secondary. You can actually use a seeker mine. You can use the seeker mine that puts people on bleed. It's up to you guys. But we don't have spark, so if you wanted to, you can adjust this build to whatever suits you. Go crazy. This is just a little bit of a template for you guys. I really love this build. It's very, very strong and very fun to use. Some different elements there, and it's good. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. I'm using it a lot lately. So that's the build video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, what you think of it, how you're going to tweak it to make it good for you. And as always, subscribe to the channel for more Division 2 content, and I'll be seeing you agents in the next video. Peace out, boys.